Hey, what's up guys? My name is Dallen, also known as Reality DL, and today I'm going to be talking about a list of characters, or a wish list of characters, that I would love to see in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now before this all begins, I would like you all to know that I'm working on a game called The Office Simulation. You can actually go ahead and wishlist that on Steam right now with the link in the description. I'd really appreciate it. The game actually started as a Game Jam game for Blackthorn Prod's third Game Jam. It's just been so much fun for us to work on that we have all considered to continue development on it for an enhanced Steam version, so I'd just really appreciate that if you guys could just really quickly wishlist that on Steam. Anyways, let's get right into the video. You can really learn a lot about someone by finding out who their most wanted Smash Bros. Character is. For some people, it's the main character of their favorite game, so they could see their favorite game collaborating with Smash Bros. For others, maybe you just like the character design and think that they would have an interesting moveset. And some people just want some characters in Smash because they're popular picks. As for me, Joker was just such a massive character that I really didn't have any wants after Joker. Persona 5 at the time was my favorite game, and seeing Persona 5 being able to collaborate with Smash Brothers, my two favorite games at the time, it was just magical to see that happen. It was also super unexpected because Persona crossing over with Smash just never crossed my mind, despite the fact that I saw other people talking about it. I just never minded it any attention because I just didn't think that was even in the realm of possibility. After Joker, I was basically happy with whoever else we got because that was such a big deal to me, although I did hold on to hope for a special block character. For anyone who's familiar with me or my content, it's very clear that Steve was my most wanted character after Joker. I heavily pushed for him in the game, I just really wanted him. To me, Joker represented my life up to that point. Persona 5 was my favorite game at the time, and I just really loved Persona 5. I really got into it when it first came out, and it was just a really big thing. So getting Minecraft Steve in was basically getting the childhood me that spent hours upon hours making Minecraft content and just playing the game. It's like a mix of my child self and my current self getting exactly what I wanted in the same game. After Steve got in, I really got the sense of scope that Ultimate truly is. Everyone really is here. They got the character from an indie game, Minecraft, into Super Smash Bros., and that is just crazy to me. Steve was also the first character to get into Smash Bros., whose character design was based off of retro games. You look at characters like Mario and you look at their first sprites and look at how they currently look, and obviously they're based off of their newer designs, and Smash Bros. Even spiffs up the design a little bit for certain characters. When it comes to Steve though, it looks like they literally just imported the model and animations, and to be honest, that's all they needed to do. It works well, and doing it any other way probably looked super awkward. We know, at least according to Mojang, that Steve was in development for 5 years at the very least. Anyways, enough me rambling about Steve, let's get into my most wanted characters. Once again, I want to reiterate, since Joker got into Smash Bros., I didn't really care who got in after that. I'm just happy with the end result. Steve was just another confirmation of me saying, I don't really care who's next. So if none of these characters get in, then I'm completely fine with that. To be honest, they could end the DLC right now and I'd be perfectly fine. They could have ended it with Joker and I would have been fine. Anyways, number one on the list is an indie game character, or should I say characters? The Castle Crashers from the game Castle Crashers. I'm a huge fan of the Behemoth's work, and I really always have been. I remember when Castle Crashers came out on the Xbox years ago. When the Switch first came out in 2017, I actually messaged the Behemoth on Twitter saying, will you please bring the Castle Crashers to the Switch? It's one of my favorite games, and I would love if I could get that on the go. Beat-em-up games work really well on the Switch due to their ease of portability and the Joy-Cons. Behemoth actually responded to me saying that they didn't have any plans at the time. Thankfully, we know now that they did have plans, they were just hiding it. It's pretty easy to think of a moveset from them due to the magic, bows, and all the special little items they get throughout the game. I'll be the first to admit that I don't think Castle Crashers will ever get any representation in Smash Bros. Due to its Western release and the time period it came out in. Also, because of the simple lack of popularity, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to add them from the game from a financial standpoint. Although seeing them get in would be really cool. I think that they have a lot of potential for moveset and alts and all of that different jazz. Next up is one that is a lot more likely and the most requested Capcom character, Phoenix freaking Wright. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is a series of video games in which you play as Phoenix Wright, a detective trying to solve a bunch of different mysteries. Phoenix Wright getting into Smash Bros. Would also be the first visual novel rep. That would be really, really cool. I think that one thing that Smash Ultimate misses the mark on is lack of genres. Other than technically Steve, and even then Steve isn't really from an FPS, we don't have any FPS games, along with visual novels and a few other kinds. We also don't have any bullet hell reps, which I think Reimu from the Toho project could represent really well. And also, you can't forget we don't have any rhythm reps. I think a Rhythm Heaven character would be really, really cool, or the Elite Beat agents, any of that kind of stuff. Anyways, yeah, Phoenix Wright could definitely bring a lot to the table, and a lot of people think that he just lacks a moveset, but he definitely does not. Mr. Wright also made an appearance in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where his moveset made a lot of sense and was mainly humorous. I think that Smash Bros. Is really missing a humorous character, or a joke character kind of thing. Yeah, okay, Piranha Plant and Pichu were joke characters, but their movesets are mainly serious. I would love a character that jokes with the audience, kind of like Deadpool. A fourth wall breaking character would be really, really funny. Speaking of wacky, interesting characters that I would love to see in Smash Bros., Waluigi definitely fits the bill. He's been one of my most wanted characters since Brawl, and I really think he deserves to be in Smash Bros. He's the only quote-unquote Mario brother that's not in the game. It doesn't make sense to have Mario, Luigi, and Wario, but just not have Waluigi. A lot of people don't want Waluigi in Smash just to prove the people who harassed Sakurai back in 2018 wrong, but I mean, it's kind of over with, and I think the people who did that should not have done that. I just still think Waluigi would be a great pick, and he just makes sense. Honestly, Waluigi's one of the most requested characters, and it was kind of a huge slap in the face to the Waluigi wanners back when Piranha Plant launched. It was just basically them saying, we could add another Mario character, but if we do, it's not going to be Waluigi. Honestly, out of all the characters on this list that I'm going to mention, Waluigi is the one that I expect the most. Yeah, Sakurai specifically said that he does not want the character in the game, but that was in 2018. He also said he didn't want Ridley in the game, Villager in the game, etc., etc. I think Nintendo's really going to push for Waluigi because it will definitely boost sales, and that's kind of what matters. Next up is a character that really rivals Phoenix Wright in the sense of there's no way Phoenix Wright and this character would both make it in. Not because they're from the same series, but because they're from the same genre, and I don't expect Nintendo to put two of the same genre newcomers into the game, especially when we only have 3 slots left. Anyways, Monokuma, or Makoto, from the Danganronpa visual novel series. I'm a really big fan of the Danganronpa series, and I really think Makoto could have a lot to offer. Most people want Monokuma, and Monokuma could be cool, but I really would just prefer having Makoto. I don't know what it is. I'm sure Monokuma makes a lot more sense. There's just something about Makoto, or like maybe we could have anyone else. It's just, I don't know, there's something about Monokuma that just doesn't really strike, but also having another villain character would be really nice and appreciated. I don't think that he would be a heavyweight, though since he is made out of metal, maybe? I don't know. I just think having a Danganronpa rep would be really, really cool. It's a huge series, especially in Japan. It just really makes sense to put one in Smash Bros. To be honest, the more I think about it, the more it doesn't make sense that it hasn't already happened. Hopefully we'll be getting Danganronpa ports to the Switch, and that will ignite Nintendo speaking to the Danganronpa development team, and maybe something could come of that. And that ends the quote-unquote realistic character choices, or at least character choices that could potentially happen. These next two are put together as one, and that would be characters that I don't think will ever happen, or that Sakurai has flat out deconfirmed, but I think would be really cool and break the internet. This is, first and foremost, a wish list, not a predictions video. But if we're looking at things from a realistic perspective, Nintendo wants to make money, and the kind of characters that make the most money are the ones that break social media, such as Steve, how he broke Twitter, all of that good jazz. I can think of 2 characters off the top of my head that would definitely break the internet, those being Goku and Hatsune Miku. I'll say I do think Hatsune Miku is more likely, but Goku, even though Sakurai has specifically said Goku will not be appearing in Smash Ultimate, would be a massive, massive twist and change a lot for the Smash Bros. Formula. Goku and Hatsune Miku would set a new precedent going forward that anyone can join Smash Bros. Fans love to make up these rules for Smash Bros. And they just keep piling on, but in reality, Nintendo just kind of does whatever the hell they want. Technically, we already have a character that isn't from a video game, that being Rob, but Rob appeared in a video game, he was just a toy. You get what I'm saying. But yeah, that kind of ends off my wish list. Those are all the characters that I really, really want in the game. None of them need to get added for me to be happy. I'm so happy with how DLC has gone so far, and just how Smash Ultimate has ended up. These are just characters that, if they were added, that would be really, really cool. Characters I really, really would enjoy playing as and all that kind of stuff. I also wanted to mention that there are some other characters that I could see getting into the game that I would definitely like. There's not really a character I can think of that I actively don't want in the game. Dante from the Devil May Cry series, Crash Bandicoot, Doom Guy, Master Chief, Sora, just to name a few. Those are all characters that I don't really want them in, but if they were in, I would be happy nevertheless. I don't dislike any of those character choices, they're just not in my top. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm working on this game, The Office Simulation. I just really appreciate a wish list. It's completely free to do that. I just really appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.